Alright guys, welcome back. Survival Living here. So I was out cutting grass today. I had my earbuds in. I was listening to the Poplar report. Steve Poplar, he's here on YouTube. He runs a preparedness channel, also brings news and information for people. He did a video today talking about insulin shortages. Yeah, you know, this here got my attention really quick, mainly because I'm a prepper and also because I have family that's on insulin. It's one of those preps that's been difficult to store up. It's something that degrades over time really fast, degrades by temperature, and we have to cycle through, and trying to stock up this stuff is difficult because of prescriptions. They only allow so much, and the fact is they need it on a daily basis. So let's go ahead and talk about this. He had made a correlation that the shortages in insulin is because of lab-grown meats. I want to take a look at this because turns out he's right, and his video is down in the description, guys. Check it out. Make sure you subscribe to his channel if you are not. In November, the Danish pharmaceutical giant announced that it would phase out its long-lasting insulin injection, Levemir. I know I mispronounced that. The drug will be fully discontinued by the end of 2024. At the time, the company said it's because of the move there would be a supply chain shortage starting this past year. Now, that's an Al Jazeera. That's where that's coming from. Al Jazeera here. Levemir is now on the list of drug shortages. So this is other people's been watching this. Drug shortages, supply chain issues. So insulin is now on that list. Now, it could just be that one company, right? Afraid not. There's a nationwide shortage of some insulin products due to a delay in manufacture. More than 8 million Americans need insulin to manage diabetes. For many, they need it to stay alive. And that is true, because without insulin, if you are using injection and you don't have that, it is very difficult to stay alive with just dieting, because your pancreas gland is not producing the insulin your body needs, and they will go into a coma and they will die. Yes. So this is something the people that need it, or they don't make it. Rising drug shortage in America hits insulin hard, affecting millions of diabetics. April 23rd, 2024. Again, sorry guys, I'm not a medical scientist or anything. Medical doctor. I just look at the information and try to bring it to you because my family needs it. Preppers, we try to stock up stuff all the time and try to help people, and this thing here is major. You know, when we talk about grid down scenarios and stuff, people's like, well, I'd rather have this happen. The grid goes down right there. That's 8 million people that will die without insulin. Most people like to type stuff up without actually following through. I've read the comments. Well, I just don't want to pay my bills this month. I hope it all happens. People, you know, if people have such a low value of human life, I think it's a disconnect. I think it's a disconnect. They don't value other lives because they're walking around in a fantasy world. They don't really think things through. Everything's been handed to them in their life. They've never had to go through hardships. And that's why they type stupid shit like that. It's got to be. If mankind has fallen that far back about caring about another person, why the hell would we even want to survive anything and continue civilization if we're just that callous towards each other? Now, do I call people stupid? Yeah, I do, because that's just a fact. There's some dumb people out there. But I'll still give you the shirt off my back. Keep you warm, make sure you don't die. All right, moving on. Florida bans lab-grown meats as other states weigh in. Oh, yeah. So we're going to lab-grown meats right fast. That was an article I grabbed. From cultured meat to artificial blood, the role of insulin in modern manufacturing. This here, guys, they're using insulin as a media to grow lab-grown meats. Yeah, that biopsy meat. Cultured meat's what they call it. We've been discussing that for a while, and there's a lot of big stars, politicians, stuff like that promotes this stuff. They're growing your steaks Well, they've already grown and it's been approved here in the United States. Chicken. Yeah. I don't know if it's ever hit the shelves yet because they say it's very expensive, but they've got it. They want to feed you this crap. First, it was the GMOs. Shove it in our food supply and what? They didn't kill us off fast enough? All right. My thoughts. That's not factual. That's just my thoughts, guys. So now they got this. You know, if you control food supply, you control the populace. You know, they push this into the world. They got to save the environment. I got to watch how I say this because I got dinged last time I was talking about this. Because of cow farts or agriculture or this or that. So they're going to save us by making it illegal to raise cattle, livestock, do your own farming, commercial farming. They're going to do everything in a lab. Well, if you take it all away for the American people to be self-sufficient like that, then we are left with a handout to daddy government. Please, sir, I have another. Complete control. They want, I mean, you control the food, you control everything. And that's where it's going. In my opinion, that's where this is going. Others will disagree with me, and that's fine. But anyway, they're using insulin, a lot of it, to grow lab-grown meat. So yes, Poplar report. Sorry guys, we had Gremlin again. So yeah, the Poplar report was absolutely correct. They're using that, and there's already a shortage. So what the hell? All right, guys, if you have the availability to stock up more on your medication, please do so. All right, I do understand that insulin's hard to, depends on what your script is, and then the availability. I've seen it myself with family members. I've been to the store with them. They go in with, they call their prescription in. They go down there. They are told on the phone, yes, we have your stuff here. We get down there and either most of us missing or partial or nothing. So yeah, it's happening. All right. Next up, guys, I want to go ahead and discuss this cultivated meat and seafood companies. So far, there's been an investment of $3.1 billion since 2013. Yeah, I just imagine the number is even higher than that. That's crazy. Here it is. U.S. approves chicken made from cultivated cells, the nation's first lab-grown meat. This is from AP. For the first time, U.S. regulators on Wednesday approved the sale of chickens made from animal cells, allowing 2 California companies to offer lab-grown meat in the nation's restaurant table and eventually supermarket shelves. Can't make this shit up. It's just wow. One of the things I want to take a look at, guys, is, like I said, there's politicians, celebrities. We see it all the time. They're always pushing stuff. You know, when these celebrities push these companies, makes you wonder, you know, do they have invested money in there and stuff like that? So, well, we actually do have that information as far as some of these big celebrities. All right, guys. Celebrity investment market ranges from companies include Perfect Day. There's a whole list of different companies here. 7 icons are leading by example, showing fans everywhere that the hype surrounding sustainable lab-grown foods. Ashton Kutcher last October announced that he invested in MIFak 3D, a food company that creates clean meat with a 3D printing process. Nice. I actually did enjoy a lot of his acting. Bill Gates. Oh, Billy Goat. Here we go. Billionaires and philanthropists. I don't know. If you're rich enough, you become a philanthropist. And invested in Upside Food, formerly Memphis Meat, to help the company bring cell-based chicken to the market in the United States. There you go, guys. Bill Gates brought you that fake chicken that got passed. You got the money, you got the agendas. It will be on your dinner plate. along with investing from meat giants including Cargill. Upside Food has been able to scale up production, opening an engineering, production, and innovation center with a capacity of producing 400 pounds of culture meat per year. You know, I don't know if this stuff is gonna hurt people in the long run. You know, they shove the GMOs in our food supply without any testing, and they refuse to do in-depth testing. I've seen videos and photos of research papers on mice, the tumors growing, the cancer, stuff like that. The uptake in our lives as American citizens, as humans, the uptake in cancer, tumors, other health issues, digestive tract problems, more and more of it, psychological problems. It's all, you know, I want to sound alarm on stuff, but the alarm should always come from inside first. If your body is going through stuff like that, what have you been eating the last 30 to 40 years? Yeah. Slowly altering us. You know, when they did the whole arm jab with the nasty coof that went around, many people said it actually changed our DNA structure. Well, I never got it, so I don't know. Sorry guys, camera glitch. The arm jab, I don't have any proof that it changed your DNA structure. And maybe, I mean, I've heard nanobots and everything else. Again, I haven't seen any actual proof on that. A video on TikTok of someone holding a magnet over their arm. You know, as a YouTuber, I can make all kind of crazy stuff happen on my film. Man, it looks real. So when you see stuff on YouTube and TikTok and stuff like that, doesn't mean it's actual true. I have to explain it to some of my family members. They'll see a creator talking about some amazing stuff that is going on, and boy, they're eating that stuff up. And I have to explain to them, that doesn't make it true. And their response is, well, how can you say it's not true? That how are they allowed to say that if it's not true? Freedom of speech, production, entertainment, YouTube. So take everything you see on the internet with a grain of salt. I see it. I see it all the time. People get ramped up because somebody on YouTube saying this and that, and I'm like, well, what background do they have in that? I have a background of mechanical, welding, writing, outdoor survival, all around knuckle dragger, all around knucklehead, and just a smart ass. So those fields I can actually discuss and say, hey, I know what I'm talking about. Everything else I'll let you know, hey, I don't really know, I'm looking into it. All I can do is research information and bring it to you. Just be careful what you watch and interpret online. All right, guys. So with this, I got on a tangent. If you're on insulin, stock up, make that your priority. I do know that you can stock up a year's supply. The reason I say this is because we have trialed and done this with our own preparedness. You can get up to a year's supply that you can keep refrigerated. This is another reason I'm talking about alternative power. And you cycle it through. All right, and it will stay good and viable for a year. Okay, I say alternative power because a lot of people sit there and they'll come up here and say, oh, all you need to do is throw ice on it, all you need to do is this. Actually, when the temperature, diabetics know this, when the temperature changes on their insulin, it starts to break down. It becomes less effective. They have to use more of the insulin to get that glucose level correct, and there goes your stocks. And I do understand, if you got prescription that only allows you 3 vials a month, or whatever it is, it's hard to get ahead. Talk to your doctors, at least your pharmacy. See what you can do about getting this like 4 months at a time or something. I don't know. Come up with something. We had to speak with the doctor and also the pharmacist to work on getting ahead. I recommend y'all doing the same. Anyway, guys, this was a long video. Again, Poplar report should be in the description. Pop up right there. Great dude. I listen to him a lot. I listen to the news and information he provides me. Well, us. I'm one of his viewers. Okay, he doesn't. Me and him don't actually talk one-on-one. But I go over there. I listen to what's being said. I look at it myself. All right, he's been a straight shooter on everything. You know, anytime there's a bad story somewhere, we just, as YouTubers, we get fed wrong information. It's what you do with it and how you talk about it makes a difference. He's a good guy over there. All right, guys. Speak to y'all later.